quite a while. Believe it or not, the reason his passion is here and the reason he's doing this, he's actually a hepatitis survivor and actually a transplant person. So give him your best attention here. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What a beautiful energy we find in this building. Right? Every time, I've come here 2-3 times, but every time I enter this space here, there's energy. I believe in energy. I don't know if you guys do. And I think there is much more to life than what we see, in the nature. And it's an honor, it's a pleasure. It's always nice to be among Rotarians, among leaders, among people who give their lives, their time, their devotion to doing good to others. So I congratulate you for your volunteerism, about your devotion. And that's what being a Rotarian is all about, right? So I thank Wade, a very good friend of ours. He's an exceptional leader. He's conducting, as you know, a massive project there in Haiti. And that changed the lives of so many. I'm here to promote and tell you about a very impactful, very grave disease, but something people don't talk about. Although it is the deadliest infectious disease in the world, and although it kills 4,000 people every day. So go home, to my Everton home that I have temporarily tonight, as you go to your hotels, your rooms, 4,000 people who have lost their lives to a silent killer, right? And they don't promote it more, they don't talk about it much because they attribute that to the consequences of hepatitis, such as liver cancer, such as cirrhosis, liver failure. But, in the world, there are 360 million people suffering of hepatitis, and that's what's even worse. They are not aware of this, like I wasn't. Wade mentioned that I'm a hepatitis C survivor. Yes, I thank God I am. I cured. My story, which is kind of the face of the situation of hepatitis, started back maybe, it was in 2010, so 16 years ago, when I was heading to the World Cup in South Africa and was going to tour Africa for some social works. And I decided I should get some protection, get some vaccine, right? So I went to see that doctor in my country, and he said that I should get myself tested, not only get vaccine. I said, come on, doc, just give me this shot and let me go to Brazil play. He insisted. Okay. I gave up just to find 2 or 3 days later that I was infected with hepatitis C. I said, but how come that? It can't be mine. It's somebody else's result. No, it was mine. And he said, go check your liver, because the disease stays for decades in somebody, the organ, and it eats out of the liver. I went to see my liver. I had cirrhosis. So the doctor said, you're going to die. So I said, but how come? He said, well, go see your World Cup there and come back very fast and treated. I had a 2-year terrible heroin treatment with interferon, etc. My wife had to cope with me, with my change of mood, with my loss of all the things I went through. I killed myself, thankfully, thank God. And in the meantime, I made a decision. I made a vow to God that I would devote retribution for that grace that I received, the opportunity to have the angel disguised as a doctor tell me that I had a problem. Then I could do something about it. Now, we're all here. Now, what if I tell you, God forbid, Deborah, that there is something going on in your house there? You would go and do something, you would leave the room and get the phone, right? Well, what if something is going on there and you don't know? So, at least we have the right to, in this life, in my opinion, is the right to know so we can do something. So that's why I decided to devote my life to give people the right to know that they had a problem by doing something which is very simple. And that's what I want to talk to you about and offer. Because that's something we have offered around the world to Rotarians. And they have seen, they have proved, and they have fallen in love with the efficiency, with the feasibility of this thing. Rapid test for hepatitis C and B. You know how much a rapid test costs? Who would give a shot here? How much does a hepatitis B test? $10. Any more? No. 15 cents of a dollar. 15 cents. And you can, with that test, save a life, help save a life. So that's why we're doing in Africa. We've done it already in many places. I started testing. I never tested nobody. Rotarians tested. Around the, we tested how many people? 3 million people we tested, and we found 15,000 people that were like ours, and we linked them to care and to a cure. So now we are in the United States because we have with the Rotary Action Group, which is a beautiful part of Rotary. Obviously we have our connections, our network, but that has to go to a purpose, right? And when we Google about Rotary, right? What does Google say? The biggest humanitarian organization in the world. And we have a possibility of making an impact. We have 500 clubs in Africa that we registered for this campaign, and they are ready to get the volunteers there and roll up their sleeves. They want to be testing people, but the volunteers will, the nurses, the students, etc. And we are going to test millions of people and help save millions of lives. So you, who I congratulate to be chosen for the tenure that you are going to have now, but I believe that nothing is by chance. We are not here by chance. I haven't met Wade by chance, right? There's a purpose behind everything. So let's take that chance and offer this to your clubs. My ask to you as I finish this short message, you may have noticed that we have a table there. We are not there to fundraise, we are not there for any other purpose but to get the contacts from you. Something you stop there, please, and just leave there with us so we can send more information that you can consider, analyze, and offer to the other leaders that you are going to train. This is a mission. We have options in life. We can cross the road, go the other way, turn a blind eye. Oh, we won't. We are Rotarians. God bless you all.
Hey, this is your bottom line.